Hello my students, welcome back to my channel again. Today in this class I would like to discuss some important one-word substitution for almost every kind of competitive exam, namely SSC, CGL, CHSL, PSC, bank, CPU, etc. etc. You all know to the best of your knowledge that one-word substitutions is important for almost every kind of competitive exam. This means you cannot avoid this part at all. Then you have to learn it properly. So kindly keep watching my videos regularly, subscribe to my channels, and also press the notification bell icon for more such videos. Here I would like to start my class. Kindly cast a close glance over the board. Now look over the first question. A style in which a writer displays his knowledge or skills in writing. There are four options: pedantic, verbose, pompous, ornate. Now you have to go for this. What is meant by pedantic? Pedantic means showing some kind of scholarship, showing some kind of scholarly attitude or scholarly proficiency. That is called pedantic. Verbose means you can say that expressing something more than the words needed. In one word I should say exaggeration, hyperbole, extolling. This is called verbose. Pompous means gorgeous, ostentatious. So if I just go for this, verbose means you can say exaggerated. Or extolling. On the other hand, pompous means, if I go for pompous, then I should say it means gorgeous or something like that, ostentatious. So there are many words, etc. etc. On the other hand, ornate, if I go for ornate, ornate can also be taken into account as embellish or garish, etc. There are many. So then if I go for this answer, if I go over the question, a style in which a writer displays his knowledge, verbose, pompous, ornate, the trio are not given the right answer. That means the trio are not the fittest one for this answer. Then what is left? Pedantic. So in that case, pedantic should be chosen, and pedantic means showing some kind of knowledge or scholarly skills, something like that. Pedantry. So pedantic is the adjective form. Actually, the word is pedantry. Pedantry is a noun form. So pedantic is an adjective form. On the other hand, pedantry, if I go for pedantry, it is a noun form. Okay. So here the right answer is pedantry. Neither verbose, nor pompous, nor ornate will be the answer. So here you have to choose this answer. Now I will have to go for the next question. Leave or remove from a place considered dangerous. There are four options: evade, evacuate, avoid, exterminate. Now you have to know the meaning. Evade means drive out something or someone, at least it should be considered like driving out someone or some class, some society, some clan, maybe by force. Evade means drive out or expel by force. This is called drive out. On the other hand, evacuate means rescue. or in better what you should say perch. Okay. Now if I just go for avoid, you all know the meaning of avoid. Now what can be the synonym for avoid? If I go for the vocabulary, then I should say the better language for avoid is fight shy of. It's an idiom. There are many words. Exterminate means, if I go for exterminate means annihilate or eradicate, obliterate, something like that. Exterminate means obliterate or eradicate. Or wipe out. There are many words. I am just giving or writing some words. Then what is the right answer in connection with the second question? So if I just go for this effect is not going to be fitted into this category. It means expelling or driving out someone by force. So it is not about expelling. Evacuate means rescue. It may be the answer, and rescue means rescuing someone from some danger or vice versa. Here it is also called from a place considered dangerous. So it fits. Now we have to go for avoid. Avoid is not fit for this question. Exterminate means to remove something forever, to abolish something forever, to wipe out something, to, you can say, eradicate something, annihilate something. So it does not fit. Then the right answer is evacuate. Okay. Now I will have to go for the next question. A person pretend to be somebody he is not. A person pretending means I am pretending that I am very good, but ultimately I am not good. So this is called pretending. You can say that disguising, vice versa. So magician, rogue, liar, impostor. Magician, you all know the meaning of magician. Now if I just go for the vocabulary, what can be the appropriate synonym for magician? I should say that magician, sorcerer, juggler, you can say, can be the word that appropriately fits into this category. So this can be the word. Rogue is not fitted at all. Rogue means notorious, wicked, or scum, etc. Okay, so although it's an adjective form, it's a noun form, but still I am going to write some synonym. So liar, you all know, one who tells lies, not truthful at all. Now if I go for impostor, impostor means swindler or cheater. So imposters mean cheater or swindler, etc. There are many words. I am just writing some words. So a swindler or cheater behaves the way he or she is not. A swindler or cheater behaves the way he or she is not at all. So in this connection, the right answer will be imposter. Okay. Now I will have to go for the next question. One who has very little faith in human sincerity or goodness or welfare activities. Egoistic means that always deals with his own ego. Very, you can say that always raises the question of ego, something like that. That is called egoistic. Or in one word you can say that self-centered. Or you can say selfish. Okay. Now if we just go for stoic, stoic means very careless, not interested to do anything. Or indifferent. If I just go for stoic or callous or apathetic, it's a better word, etc. There are many words. Now if I just go for cynic may be something not ordinary. That means his thinking level is not up to the ordinary level, something like that, out of wits, insane. Fatalistic means one who believes greatly in fate or destiny or something like that, luck. That is called fatalistic person. Then egoistic is not the right answer, stoic cannot be the answer, fatalistic cannot be the answer here. Then so it is off. But if you go for cynic person is not the ordinary person. That means generally everybody worships human sincerity or goodness. It is the general rule, but a cynic is something that always goes opposite. So here the right answer is cynic. If you have any problem in understanding this short analysis, you can make your comment in the comment box. I will try to satisfy answer to the best of my abilities. Now I am going for the next question. State in which the few means very few persons govern the many ones. Monarchy. Now what is the meaning of monarchy? Monarchy means something where the rule of a king is there or exists. Whenever we are talking about the rule of a king or a monarch, it is called monarchy. Whenever we are going to say something oligarchy means whenever the many one are greatly ruled by the few. Plutocracy means the rule of the rich. You can say whenever some rulings are going on under the hand or something like that by the rich. You can say that government is going to be run by the rich or by the wealthy. Autocracy means the governments dictated by someone else with absolute power. So here is the problem. So plutocracy means if I just go for plutocracy, it says government by the rich or under the rich or wealthy. Autocracy means government by a single person with absolute power. Here monarchy means government by the king. So here the right answer is oligarchy, as oligarchy means the few or something like that, or a very few number of persons rule many or rule the majority. So the right answer is here neither this one will be the answer. Now I let you go for the last question of this class. So here is the question. Words inscribed. Inscribed means embossed or sculpted. Inscribed means embossed or sculpted. Inscribed means embossed. E-M-B-O-S-S-E-D. Or sculpted. S-C-U-L-P-T-E. Okay. On tomb. So there are four options. Epitome. Epitome means a worthy example to show the world. Suppose you can say that Shakespeare is the epitome of English literature. Something like that. So epitome is just an icon, you can say. So it's a symbol of icon. It's a hallmark, you can say. Okay, so it's a hallmark or icon or something like that. What the example? It's a hallmark or icon, something like that. Epistle means letter, but it is not like the ordinary letter. Whenever literary works like poems or something like that are written in the form of a letter or a series of letters, it is called an epistle. Okay, so literary work in the shape of a letter or letters. Epilogue means conclusion at the end of some play or some book. It is all about the fact of the book, and also conclusion is there. So it is also called epilogue. Epilogue means conclusion related to the book or play at its end. Okay. Now if I go for epitaph, epitaph is the right answer here, because epitaph means words described on the tomb of someone. So be careful. Epitome, epistle, epitaph, epilogue, epitaph all have originated from the Greek version. All are Greek words, not the proper English words. So this is my class for the day. So if you have any problem in understanding this class, you can make your comment in the comment box. I will try my level best to remove your confusion. So kindly keep watching my videos, subscribe to my channels, and also press the notification bell icon for more such videos. If you have any queries, you can satisfy your queries in the comment box. So keep waiting for my class. Till then, have a very good day.